Alright guys, welcome to MTV Cribs. This is your host Carson Daly. No, just kidding. This is my crib though. I am not Carson Daly. So that is the false part of that statement. But I went ahead and did a lot of work on the base, guys, and I think it turned out pretty well. It's kind of hard to see it exactly from here, so I'm going to hop up on my mammy real quick. But ultimately, I was able to get the little castle I was trying to build. So, like this little fortress or tower or rook, whatever you want to call it. And I think it turned out pretty well. I'm pretty proud of this guy. Yeah, I looked at a couple pictures of medieval castles and defenses and took inspiration from that. I think this is decently true to at least some of the design. So as you can imagine, this took a little while, so didn't need to record, or hey, what's up, Keanu? I'll record all of it, but I went ahead and did that. Oh, I am hungry. I was cooking up some meat here. Okay, I've got some. Alright, just gonna eat some of that. But yeah, also notice we didn't name the bear, and just to prove that, I'm really not naming these because of any reason other than just, what comes to my heart. And this is Drew Barrymore. So yes, it's a male, but who says I'm talking about the other Drew Barrymore? I'm talking about this one. This is the real one, at least in my life. So gonna put a little bit of health on here. I want to go ahead and do a couple missions today, guys, because that's the whole point of this series, is to do every single mission solo, at least gamma level. Some of these I can absolutely do alpha off the bat, like some of the racing missions, but I'm gonna start with a combat mission first. It's going to be in the winter biome. I think I can handle it, at least between Drew and the mammy over here. I think we can do it. At least on Gamma. So we're going to give that a shot. And Keanu is now my permanent watchdog and guardian. So let me give you a tour of my crib, y'all. So this is my typical naming convention of what I do whenever I play Ark. So Google Fiber is where all my fiber is stored at. Margaret Thatcher is where I store my thatch. J.K. Rowling Stones, that's, J.K. Rowling and Rolling Stones all at once, so that's like a double one. Flint Eastwood's where I store my Flint. Hyde from that 70s show, if you ever watched that. Oh, what are you doing there? Such a rebel, Hyde. And then this is participation trophy, so things that are trophies. This trophy proves your worth as a hunter, and it does. And then wood, that's where I store wood. Easy Skins, Easy Life is basically anything that's not hide. I have some sap in here because I didn't really know where to put it, but things like fur, chitin, or keratin. Bob the Builder is where I have all my buildings. Power Ranger armors, this will be full pretty quick. Once I start doing some quests, that's where I put my armors and eventually weapons. So I've got some forges running here. It's a very humbly abode, I would have to say. I've got the smithy up. I've got a shotgun now for, whenever I have my wedding. So let's check out. What I wanted to do was make this kind of tier-oriented based on advanced building design. And by tier, I mean like tier as in a hierarchy, not like I wanted to build this off of the tiers of slayed mammoths or something like that. That's pretty vicious. So I just mean tiers, but really, the second floor, I wanted it to not look like I'm gonna be using defenses or anything like that, but I really wanted it to be just kind of like a, I don't know, decorative defense area. Maybe I'll put a couple small things here eventually, but this is where the bed is. But I went and expanded out the third level. Whoop, if I can get to it. And this is where I've got my generator. It's not running right now because I don't have a ton of electrical equipment. I'm going to eventually go to the ocean biome today to get some silica pearls once we do some of the other missions. Got the fabricator, got the shotgun, and let me go ahead and show you the throne room. So this is it from the top. I mean, I think it turned out pretty decently. I made it as symmetrical as I could. I think I did a pretty nice job there. This was kind of a complex base to build. I don't use S+, this is all just official settings. And here's my throne. I have a chair. King of the castle. King of the castle. It's pretty nice up here. Okay, now that we're out of 2009 references, I'm going to get back down here, and let's go and head over to the first mission that we're going to do today, which is the kangaroo mission. It's called something with a pouch. Home is where the pouch is. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with the mammoth out, see if that is strong enough for this. I think it might be. If not, I can always throw out the bear. So I'll have the cryo pouch ready. Between these two, I think they can do it for sure. But let's see if the mammoth can handle it. If it starts getting bloody and is getting in trouble, then I'll cryo it, and some combination of cryoing and using the bear, I think, will allow us to complete that mission. So that should be it, guys. But yeah, and that concludes the MTV Cribs tour. Now let's go head out here. I think the easiest way to get there is to spawn in Arctic biome north. Just want to make sure I don't accidentally take Kiana with me. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. And now we're gonna go try to save some kangaroos, because why wouldn't you want to do that? So, made some good progress in the last episode, and now we're on to the main task at hand, which is to do some missions, so you can see how this one's done, see what kind of loot you get from it. And the loot in Genesis, guys, is pretty good. There are no drops like there are in other maps. So basically what you have to do is do these missions instead. And it's frankly a more efficient way to do it. I mean, yeah, in general, like whether you get things from missions or drops, sometimes what you get is garbage, sometimes what you get is good. I think overall the quality of things in missions on Genesis is pretty high, especially once you start doing alpha tier missions, especially like sub-boss like Motor in the ocean. I think that's how you get the plasma rifle. I don't know if that's exactly true. You get some tech stuff from that. But in the meantime, we can start loading up and get something hopefully better than, like, I mean, honestly, I tend to like to handcraft stuff, just because I don't really mind it. I mean, sometimes I get the Ankies and Dodicarosauruses to help with these stone and metal harvesting. But what I really want to do is get like a good crossbow, get a good pick, get a good axe, get a good shotgun, and anything else is just going to be gravy, baby. So let's see if I can get up here. I think the trick about this one is that it actually starts in kind of a high place, so hopefully I can get there in the right way. Alright, so we are here now at the starting zone. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to use the bear and the mammoth here. The annoying part is that we start off on this drop, so the way to get around this is just run your mount off and then hit E right before it falls, and then shouldn't take any fall damage from there. So, alright, wish us luck, guys, because, yeah, this is our first mission, and this, I mean, it's not a hard one, but it's one that requires some danger, so, or that has some danger in it. And not stranger danger. I don't expose us to that kind of thing. Oh, but there are 2 Utaranuses down there. Oh my god, that is not what I wanted to see at all. And they are not mission related. Oh my gosh. What bad luck is that? I don't know where the... Okay. Let's wait a bit for these UDs to go away.
It's slowing down.
Oh no. Okay, there's the creature. I really hope, because he lands kind of right around here. Oh crap, I took some damage from that.
I know isn't sure where to go.
Okay, I think we might be able to skirt around them. Whew. Yeah, you've got to make sure you're like near the guys. Oh, I need to turn off harvesting. Crap. It's honestly not the mission creatures that are the worst. It's like the guys that don't belong in the mission. Like these Utaranuses. Oh my god. think I'm gonna have to kill the Yudi. What's good about the mammoth on these is the AoE attack they can do, their stomp attack. Okay, good. I don't think the Yudi's on us. But yeah, get these bears before they wake up. And if you're wondering why I'm doing so much damage, basically the difference between alpha, gamma, and alpha, beta, and gamma is that in gamma you get damage boosts, so you do something like 3 times normal damage on this guy. His health is not in the best place I would want it to be at this point, but it's definitely still seems doable at this point. If we don't get a lot of other like aggro, I feel pretty good about where we're at. It's mostly going to be a stam game for the mammoth at this point, keeping up with him. But I think we should be able to maybe even do this with the mammoth alone. Unfortunately, I don't have veggie cakes, so I can't really heal. It starts getting too hot. I have to bring out the bear. But yeah, I think we're about halfway there. And I'm getting a bunch of levels. And I think the bear will too, since it's riding in my cryopod. Yeah, I think we're out of the danger zone. Wow, that's so annoying that they have Uterana spawns right where this starts. We saw 3 of them. I don't think they were all unique. Maybe it was 2 and 1 moved around, but oh, come on. Get out of the way. No! Oh, it's being blocked by a live creature. I'm trying to save the Earth. Or the Genesis simulation. The WWF, not the Wrestling Federation, but, you know, the World Wildlife Federation, would not like this. I don't know if the WWF would like it either, the original one. Maybe they would. I don't speak for them. Okay, yeah, see, it's a bit of a stamina game because my guy is low. I think I am going to bring the bear out just for good measure. Ride him around. Have the mammoth follow me.
The dino isn't sure where to go. Maybe we should go help it?
Uh-oh. I don't like that one bit. Oh, freaking... Hey, dude, why aren't you doing anything? That's why I don't like that one bit. Right, the avalanche is moving it. What is going on? We've got a shot here, guys.
The dino isn't sure where to go. Maybe we should go.
And whenever it says that, you just need to go back to the dino. Because it's like you're following it, but it is to follow you. I mean, it's a protection mission, so it's kind of a bit of both. You just can't get too far away from it. But that is a way, if you need to like rest, to kind of go away from the creature for a bit and heal up. So,
I think it's confused.
like right now, if I was really injured, I could technically just take this time to heal up. But I don't need to right now, so I think we're good. I mean, we're not that far away, I think, from the end. And stuff spawns from the front and the back, so you gotta be careful. And not everything that you see is part of the mission. It's only you can especially tell on Gamma, because if they're not taking like extra damage from stuff, then they're not part of the mission. If they're just taking regular damage you expect to get, then okay, great. So that's why I don't like to put stuff on aggressive on these either, because then it's going to start attacking everything in its path, and then they'll start wandering away. So I like to keep them on neutral and then follow. In this case, even passive, because I just want it to follow me back here. I don't lose it. Oh my god, but now it's like stuck. Okay, I think it can find its way. Alright, yeah, this is a good example. Oh, okay. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't stop attacking the... Why are you guys so out for blood on this kangaroo? I mean... It's so rude. It's just a baby. Alright, yeah, we're not far. It's, I think, just around this corner. It's got enough health that I'm not too worried about it. And now there are 4 bears here. Oops. That's the wrong button. I'm probably gonna aggro this tickle chicken. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that Therizino is not part of this. Great, now another Therizino's coming. I just gotta make sure this guy's getting hit. Right now he's not. Okay. Okay, we gotta get up on this ledge. And Mammoth's starting to get bloody. Oh, it doesn't have a lot of health left. I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna crowd this guy. What is going on? Oh, that's Uteranus. That's Uteranus. Not good. Not good.
It's slowing down, like it's lost or something. I think it's confused. It's slowing down. It's slowing down, like it's lost or something. It's confused. It's slowing down. It's slowing down, like it's lost or something.
Why? No, Mammoth! We lost the Mammoth.
It's slowing down.
I was just trying to cryopod it. Right at the end, too. Oh, no. Well, that was harder than I expected. Lost the Mammoth. Man, I was so close to saving its life. Why did that one freaking bear just have to get aggroed? It's not, they don't even normally aggro. Ugh. It's annoying. Alright, I'll trank one down. Get the saddle. Get another one. Oh, it's upsetting, guys, but... What a bittersweet end. But look at all this loot. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that was... I got a sniper. I got some flak. I got... I mean, some decent stuff. I don't need a Titanosaur platform. I can get rid of that now, especially since I can't carry that much. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's get this... Let's get the saddle, get back. I'll trank another mammoth down while we are in the winter biome. And, wait. Did it disappear? Did the saddle disappear? No, it's here. Alright, guys, I spotted a 145 wild male mammoth not far from my base. So, You know, maybe sometimes things happen for a reason. 130 was pretty good, 145 is better, and this is a male, so I could probably use this for breeding, depending on the stat. So, yeah, a bit of a bummer that, you know, our mammoth died on that one, but it's arcs. Things happen. I will build a gravestone for an Olsen twin, and we will kneel and commemorate its existence. But I'm going to go ahead and bring this one back, knock it out, and start feeding it. It's going to take a couple of hours, really, so while we're doing missions, I should be able to actually just go ahead and, you know, wherever it knocks out here, tame it while we're away, and everything should be good. So I'll bring it back in a bit, show it's knocked out, and then let's go to the ocean biome for some more missions. All right, sweet, let's get it done. All right, this guy is knocked out, and that was a lot easier than last time. I was able to kite him around a little bit more. Gathering berries is a cinch with the dire bear, so this took a fraction of the time. So let's get this guy. Let's see its stats. Pretty poor melee again. Its weight's pretty good, but yeah, okay. So let me get a couple more Mijo berries here. I think it's preferred food. I don't know if it has a favorite berry or not. I think generally the Mijos are better than the regular ones, but I've got 150 now. Gosh, it's just so easy. Alright, so this guy's gonna be over here. And, excellent. Now we can go to the ocean biome. Let's just have some of these other berries here for backstop. Put this guy in neutral just in case anything happens, and then we can go from there. But I think we're in good hands now, so... Alright, let's get our mammoth army back up and roll in. We'll feed it some narcotics. I don't think that's going to last all the way, but I think this will be good enough for now. So I am going to, yeah, why don't I bring my dude with me? Alright, let's go, and, oh, the fur armor is going to be a bit. Why don't I just got some newly acquired flak. I got a better than a primitive hatch. I mean, it's primitive, but it's 110 versus 100%. So, not bad. I got a little bit of what I wanted to. And, yeah, I kind of started off on a harder mission, one that requires you to kill stuff and survive. I thought I had high enough tames that would be good, and they were leveled enough, and I almost was there. That was almost right, and I probably could have saved that mammoth with a little more finesse, but nonetheless, that's how it is. That's okay. That's how things go sometimes. So that's all well and good. Let me get the where's the Power Ranger armors? Okay, yeah. So I'll just put on some flak. Actually, some ghillie would be great to disguise myself a little bit if I can. Okay, that works. That works well enough. Put this fur back in here. I guess I can just put that in there. And then we should be good. Okay, so I've already got the saddle. Just put this on the smithy for the mammoth. Put some of these structures away, and then let's go to the ocean biome. Do some races, and that should be fun. Wait, we have some participation trophies. Excellent. All right, so I'm gonna leave this here. My dire bear is watching out. It's on neutral. Nothing has come by here yet at all, so I think this guy will be just fine. While we go and we do a couple missions. I mean, this thing is going to take like hours, a couple of hours before, so we'll probably get the missions done before this thing is done taming. So, all right, but then we'll have a higher level mammoth. So, all right, let's go do this. Let's start in. I think I don't know what the closest is for this one. Let's see. I think east is probably fine to start. I'm glad I have a little bit of ghillie. I don't know how much that's going to help. I don't have the full set, but I might just actually... I know I can get some from the ducks over there, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Teleport now. Here we are, right on target.
Alright, I think I'm going to go straight for alpha on this one. And thankfully my shoulder pet doesn't... I couldn't really find an answer for this online. It took a lot of scrolling, but your shoulder pet doesn't take oxygen loss. So you can bring those around on you, and they're not going to, like, die because they don't have oxygen. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm glad it is that way, because honestly, Justino has been great. That little poop effect is pretty underrated. I mean, it slows them down quite a bit. I imagine it's very good for early taming. But okay, let's do start with Wave Ray 64. I am going to show probably all of the missions that I do, except for maybe like the fishing ones, because those just aren't all that interesting. But even the racing ones I will, just for people who are curious, even to show that like the alpha ones of these usually aren't that bad. The gammas, like, you can probably do any of the gamma races pretty easily. And so this is Ocean's harder than... The missions are supposed... Like, the zones are basically tiered off of the difficulty of the missions, not really the difficulty of the area. I mean, I think that's all directionally true. Because, as you see, the bog is just super dangerous. And the ocean is technically more dangerous. If you take the ocean as the whole thing as, like, more dangerous, I guess. But, in terms of starting out, the bog is one of the... I mean, it's a lot harder than the ocean to start out in. I mean, starting out in the lunar biome is crazy. It's doable. You can start out on any of these biomes, but you really need to know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, just start out in the ocean. All right, Wave Ray 64. I'm going to start in alpha because I've done this one a bunch in the past, and there's no point to show you the different tiers of difficulty. So hopefully I don't embarrass myself and not complete it, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. I am on a private server. My ping is like 15, so, you know, I should be able to get this one done. This is actually one of the most efficient ones to farm, by the way, because it's easy. You get pretty good loot from it. Like, if you're just trying to farm hexagon points, if you're just starting out in the game and you're doing note runs, come here between, like, I don't know, level 80 or something. Once you've done a few note runs in a couple servers, just spawn in naked. You'll get some gear from this too, and you'll get some hexagon points, which you can use for whatever you need to, like buy some gunpowder, whatever rare materials you need. Maybe you got, you know, swamp herpes or swamp A's, whatever you want to call it. And you can just buy the leech blood equivalent here, which is some like red pile of goo. I forget what it's called. Ammonite bile maybe is what it is. That's the equivalent of leech blood. And get your rare mushrooms. You know, build a little mortar and pestle, and you should be able to cure yourself of the virus. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty easy one. This is alpha. I don't see any reason, like, there's no black swan events, there are no red herrings here that should really trip you off. I wouldn't maybe recommend starting on alpha, just like learn the course a little bit. And getting these boosts are usually the right thing to do, but if you're just learning the map, there are some tricky corners where the boosts might not always be the best thing. But typically, once you are comfortable enough with it, you should probably get them at each turn. And that is the design, but it is Ark. They're always going to try to trick you in some way, especially some of the ones underwater. Be careful about those boosts. But it's like 1 or 2 turns right at the beginning underwater. Otherwise, be Sonic, get those gold rings, baby. Yeah, as you can see, we're basically almost done here. There were no hiccups along the way.
Go, go, go!
And we got plenty of time to spare. That's probably pretty close to one of my best times. One thing you should note is that like the amount of weight that you have on you does affect
You must be
how
that tired me out.
how fast you go on the Manta, and you can use the soups, like the speed soups that you get from this. I don't know if I got any here. I got a Mind Wave tonic, which is nice, but yeah, sometimes you get like the hot chili soups, and that makes you faster. And I don't know if the speed stacks with the battle meat. It's not this one, but the best way to do this if you're trying to get a high time is to actually go in naked, have as little weight, basically just naked, and then use the speed boost, and that'll probably get you closer to 2 minutes. Alright, so we got Capro saddles, Megatherium saddles. Okay, I might keep those. I don't foresee a need for Capro. Okay, the Desert Cloth, maybe that's a little better here than the fur. I've got a couple of Battle Brews. Alright, so I mean, that wasn't fantastic gear, but it was also a very easy mission, and I got 1,000 hexagons for that. So I think if I can, maybe I will make the rest of that ghillie, because what I want to do next is the bottlenose blitz, which is what I would recommend for people to do, especially if you're like on PvP servers. What you want to be careful of is people come here all the time because this is such a farmable mission, and people will come to grief you there too. And a lot of them have like swamp A's, they're just getting started, because that's kind of the meta right now for leveling. But if you go down to the bottlenose blitz, I've almost never seen anyone there, and it's almost as farmable. I mean, it's just as farmable up a mission. It's just a little bit harder to get to because it's underwater. So actually, I won't do it with the ghillie. I think I should be fine without it, and just be a little careful. But I think that is worth noting that you can do that one pretty easily. And the ocean is a scary place, guys. I'm not going to deny that at all. But this area in particular, like from where I'm going right now, this like straight line of sight is pretty safe. There are going to be some anglerfish or megalodons here every now and then, but the nice thing that you can do is you can actually hide behind, and some eels, like this eel might see me if I'm not at the right angle. That's why ghillie is really recommended for this. I don't have enough ghillie that I think I'll be all that disguised. But you see here, we've got this like Stargate kind of barrier, like Stargate Atlantis kind of barrier here. And you can hide there if you see any aggro. And so that's a nice spot for you to kind of keep yourself clean and clear from any ads, any aggro. So if something does get on you, then you can just swim over that way. And like I'll show you right now what I mean. I don't think anything's on me right now. No, it's not, but something could be. And so if it was, like if the megalodon came on me, I can just swim back here, and you could swim fairly fast underwater and just have it kind of de-aggro on you, and you're good to go. You can't build here or anything, but it is a nice place to go and chill out. I also like to use this on PvP, especially in this area when I'm just trying to grind some hexagon points to get maybe some like gems or some kind of DLC specific resources. There's also gems all in the bottom of that cave. It's a nice place to hang out because no one ever goes there. You can't build there. There's nothing really of interest there. Not a ton of resources there. So, alright, we're gonna do the same thing. Bottlenose blitz. Let's get this going. And it's basically Wave Ray 64. It's just underwater. So make sure you've got the oxygen. You can do you can probably do these back to back on one oxygen tank with 100 oxygen, which is what I assume everyone's gonna have. But it takes about 50 oxygen per run. So it's better for you to just go to that little area, regain your oxygen, and come back. That's the safer thing to do. Because you might get something like a platform saddle, and now you're like choking, and you know, that's never fun. So that would be my recommendation, is just like do one, go to that cave, and then come back and do it again. It doesn't take that much time, and it makes you safer. That's what she said, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't take much time, and safety first. That could be what she said. Let's go! Yeah, pretty easy mission. It's maybe slightly longer than Wave Ray, but like I said, if you are playing on PvP, this is a safer one to do than that one. I mean, that one is very saturated. No one ever really comes here. I mean, I have not seen a single person. I've farmed this one a lot. The risk is, though, that these missions tend to disconnect a decent amount. I don't know exactly what causes it or why, but I have experienced that. So if you are going to put any piece of armor on you, aside from Ghillie, maybe a scuba tank, because for whatever reason, if you disconnect, then you spawn with like 10% of your oxygen, no matter where you are at. You can make it to the cave on that oxygen, so it's not that big of an issue, but it is just something to be aware about.
Not much time left.
Yeah, I mean, this one has more checkpoints to hit, so like it is a little bit harder, but it's really not that hard. The things that make it a little harder make it safer for the, you know, regular PvP player. So I think it's worth it. It's a good trade-off. There you go. We're done. That was alpha. That was alpha on both of them. Yeah, like I said, my oxygen's at 44 right now, so yeah, I don't know if back-to-back is necessarily the right approach. You can always get a bubble or something like that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I just saw a giant whale, so I'm just gonna go back here and count my chickens in the cave because it's a safe space. Okay. I got an Ascendant Sabertooth saddle. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, look, oh, damn, that's great. Apprentice fur boots. So you can imagine if you did these things like, you know, if you did 10 of these runs, you'll end up with some good, you know, good loot. And I just did 2 of these runs, and I ended up with a couple decent things. So I would encourage you guys to farm these, especially if you're playing PvE. I mean, PvE, single player, PvP. These are really good to farm. They're very easy, they're very quick, and you'll get pretty decent loot from it. So great way to start out, great way to get hexagon points. So that is that. So I'm going to come back to the Arctic base, check on that mammoth. I'm pretty sure you can leave stuff taming when you're traveling around and teleporting around, you know, the world. Hopefully that's the case. It's hard to find a good level mammoth. Although they seem to be spawning around me a decent amount. I saw a level 100 and a 145, so I killed the 100 and then a 145 spawned, or was around there as well.
No.
Max level on the server is official, so it is 150.
Right on target.
Wait, is this west? Okay, yeah, I am in west, yeah. I'm so startled without my mount. Alright, there's my base. I love how that turned out. Honestly, I thought it was gonna look goobery and stupid, but I'm pretty proud of it. I might make some amendments to it over time, but this is not a bad starting base, and it would be great if I knew how to climb up hills. Okay, yeah, so the thing's still knocked out. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today. That was quite an adventure. It's too bad we lost the mammoth. I mean, that thing had like... It was a swipe away from life, and it just happened to die. But here we've got a 145, so I'm going to sit on this one for now, bring you back. We'll come up with a new name for the next one. At least our dire bear survived. At least we did some missions. We got some hexagons. We've got a castle. Guys, things are going well, and they will continue to get better and better. So thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, do all those things. Every time you like or put a comment down, positive or negative, whatever, like, it helps the visibility of these videos. And like I said, I'm going to be pumping these out pretty consistently. So thanks so much for watching, and see you guys next time.